If you think Instagram is hard for your business, try growing a cannabis brand where you can't even say half the words related to your product and your best content gets flagged on site. Yet, we still boosted their reach by 80%, got a 31% spike in web traffic during a holiday campaign, and positioned them as a luxury brand for high culture cannabis. Let me show you how we did it and how you can do it even faster for your industry. Hey, I'm Prati, your friendly chai-fueled content strategist, helping business owners simplify Instagram and actually see results without chasing trends or burning out. Today, I'm walking you through one of my most creative case studies, House of Puff, a luxury cannabis brand based in New York known for its art-inspired products and high-culture approach to cannabis education, aka the cool girl of weed. And if you're in a restricted or even confusing industry, these takeaways are going to show you that you don't have to be loud or viral. You just need to be strategic and intentional. So let's get to the good stuff, shall we? House of Puff came to us with a solid following. They had 16,000 followers, amazing press, and a bold mission to become the go-to brand for high culture cannabis education. But they were stuck. Why? Because of Instagram's rules around cannabis content. They had limited reach due to flagged terminology, and they were struggling to convert that visibility into website traffic and actual community growth. That's where we came in. And my goal, make them the go-to brand on the feed, not just the trendiest. So let's start with the obvious hurdle. We couldn't say weed or high or even talk about products directly most of the time. So what did we do? We leaned all the way into education. We used storytelling to paint the lifestyle, not to pitch the product. We tapped into entertaining audio trends that allowed us to highlight the founder, the vibe, and the feeling around cannabis culture. And we created reels that made people feel seen without breaking a single rule. And behind the scenes, we got clever with language. Instead of saying weed, we'd write W33D, use flower, or simply call it the plant. For hashtags, we swapped out restricted terms with lifestyle-driven ones. Think fashion, wellness, art, culture, and design. Not a single hashtag cannabis or hashtag weed in sight, but we still showed up and explored and reached new audiences. So you see, this wasn't just about compliance. It was about connection. And this wasn't our first rodeo navigating compliance either. And if you want another example, check out my Truth and Smiles case study, where we couldn't give medical advice, but still made people care about oral health through fun, trendy reels and educational carousels. That brand grew to 3.3 million in reach in just 4 months. So what's the takeaway for you? You can be clever, you can be compliant and creative and still connect. Restrictions don't block your growth, they invite smarter strategy. Okay. I'm not a throw spaghetti at the wall kind of strategist. We made every content decision by looking at the numbers. Data was so important to us. Which content got saves, even if likes were low? What type of stories got DM replies? What posts moved people from Instagram to their website? So what worked for us? Carousels with subtle messaging. Reels with trending audio, no banned words, and strategic calls to actions in stories and bios that gently guided people to the website. This is where most people fall off. They chase the likes when they should be tracking clicks and saves. That's where the conversions happen. Our next strategy, once we knew what content worked, we didn't just stop at Instagram. We repurposed their best educational content and community storytelling into LinkedIn posts for professional reach with less restriction. We took their YouTube videos and created short form video, and we also did cross-platform snippets for newsletters. The key, again, wasn't more content, it was more mileage from the content we already had. And by the way, if you want the full breakdown of how I repurpose content, check out my video on the 3RC method for repurposing. I show you how to reshare, revive, and reform content without burning out. So the takeaway for you, you don't need more ideas, you need better systems for using the ones you already have. Okay, now I gotta talk about one of my proudest moments with House of Puff. We ran a high converting Black Friday campaign without saying just Black Friday sale or discount. We focused a lot on community-first messaging, subtle storytelling around gift giving and lifestyle, and we had strategic link placements in the bio and stories, and we activated Instagram shops. And we saw over 31% more traffic to their site without breaking a single platform rule. So the takeaway for you here is People don't need a hard sell. They just need a clear path and a reason to trust you. Okay, so when we looked at the top performers across the board, here's what stood out for House of Puff. Educational post equals the highest engagement. Trending reels got them in the explore page, and carousels gave them brand awareness and community feels. The video edits equaled professional polish plus trust building, and none of it required being flashy, just clear strategy and creative consistency. To sum it up, here's how we helped House of Puff grow into one of the top spaces on Instagram for cannabis education. We educated and entertained without breaking the rule. We made data-driven decisions, not just guesses. We repurposed content strategically across platforms. And we launched high-performing campaigns without creative language. And finally, we did it all by building trust and not just chasing trends. If Instagram has been feeling like a losing game lately, especially if you're in a regulated, complex, or even a boring industry, I hope this shows you that growth is still possible. Yes, things have changed over the years, but the foundational strategies that I've shared today still apply, and it can work for your business too. But if you're still sitting there thinking, hey, Prathi, this is great, but what the F do I even post to get started for my business? And you know what's coming if you followed me for a while. Well, all you have to do is join my What the F Do I Post challenge. In just 3 days, I'll help you create content that actually connects, converts, and feels aligned to your business with way less stress. That sounds pretty good, huh? Links to the challenge, the Truth and Smiles case study, and my 3RC repurposing method videos are all waiting for you in the description down below. You've got this, and I've got you. Oh, and hey, if this video gave you a light bulb moment, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below letting me know what you thought about this case study. See you inside the challenge. Bye-bye.